Etheria Restart just came out yesterday, and I'm about 4 hours in, so I want to share my first impressions of the game. The setting of this game is what drew me in initially, and the art style and animations do a great job of backing that up. It feels gloomy, and there's an overtone of these neon colors with really cool characters all throughout. I'm a fan. A plus across the board here. In terms of story, I'm glad that you can skip it. I wish that it was in English. I am not a player that really cares about story no matter what you feed me, and there's only been a couple of games over the course of time that I have even paid attention to the story 1 ounce, and generally I'm not the one playing them. So this is really not going to affect the score in terms of me as a player anyways, but it would be nice if at least some of the voice lines that the characters are saying was in English so that I could understand them. Although they still sound cute and cool and awesome and whatever they need to be, so it's really fine. The menu hell in this game was noticeable. Whenever you do something, there's kind of all these dots that show up, and I do feel an urge to go and clear them, and then I do a couple other things and the dots reappear. It really screams gotcha, and yes, it's to be expected with gotcha games, but gotcha games aren't the only games available, so I am rating this against other games that are not gotcha games and do a better job here. The running around between battles, this is a turn-based game, so the only parts where you're actually kind of in this action mode are in between battles in the chapters, and it was okay. It didn't feel like you had to scour the entire map for all these little things that you can't see. You can hit the R key on PC and reveal anything important, and that feels good. They are not trying to waste your time or keep you busy in this way, and that's a good thing for me. As soon as you get into the battles though, you will notice that there's an auto battle feature available, and as you progress, you'll start to see that the auto battle can go faster and faster. At this point, I'm up to 3x speed. I don't know if it gets faster than that or not, but to some degree, if you can just hit auto and wait, it should just be instant. And it doesn't feel like there's much of a point of you being there at all. So again, this is a comparison against games that are not just turn-based and are not just gotcha games, so it feels lacking in terms of the battle. Over the course of my 4 hours of initial gameplay, I was probably really only interacting with the game for about a half hour of that, maybe an hour tops, and a lot of this was spent in menus. They even go as far as providing a continuous battle mode for some things, and this really emphasizes the fact that you don't need to interact with this, and even that they are really focusing on your daily login and stamina consumption. Any game where the whole point is for you to kind of show up once a day, pump their numbers up, and wait is kind of lame. And it's just a shame that such a cool setting and such cool art is being put into a game where your job is to not play the game. That just doesn't feel great. At the end of the day, I would just prefer a game that wants you to play it rather than watch it play itself, and especially a game that's just looking for you to log in once a day and hit continuous play a few times while you kind of level up and maybe push further in the story. In my first 4 hours, in fact, there was a waiting period where I had run out of stamina and I just had to wait in order to kind of go through the rest of my first 4 hours. And again, that's to be expected, but I'm not forced to play the game. My next first impression video will be on Wuthering Waves, and then we'll be jumping into a tier list of all the games we've tested so far, and then expanding on that tier list with additional first impression videos, potentially of games that are outside of the gacha genre. I'm just an average guy, and I'm here to share my opinion with everyone. Peace.